Hello artist, my name is Sajid Rahim. I'm a 2D 3D artist and animator. This time we are going to create two types of hairs. The first type of hairs is very dense. Actually we are going to create Afro style hairs, and the first type of our Afro style will be very dense, but it can be used for animation, and it will absolutely work fine in iClone and character creator for animations as well. And the second type will be little lighter. The second type will be between medium to high poly, and it will work like game engines, and it will also look realistic. So guys, the first type we are going to create will be very dense. I already loaded my character into ZBrush, and I already masked the area where I want to grow my hairs. So here we have fiber mesh section. We have to enable the preview button first, and we also have to enable the modifier so we can easily work on our mesh or our hairs. Here you can see we have very simple hairs, and what I'm going to do is to increase the density of the hairs. You can see these hairs are very dense and very thick, but you guys may be thinking that this is very dense and it will not work in iClone or character creator. But guys, this can work, or this can work properly, and it will work with the animations as well. We can make animation to our character with these hairs, but we cannot simulate these dense hairs. So this is one disadvantage of these hairs, but the advantage that these dense hair provide us will be very realistic. These dense hair will look more natural and more realistic than the lighter one. Here we have a coverage slider for the thickness, but for the realism we don't need any thick hair. For the realism we need very thinner hair, so one is fine. Here we also have some segments. 3 also work fine with this type of Afro hairs, but I'm gonna just increase it to 8, and I'm also gonna increase the gravity. We can also decrease the gravity, and here we have gravity variation slider, so I'm gonna randomize it a little bit so it will look more natural and realistic. Maybe 0.1 or maybe 0.3, maybe 0.2. Yeah, here you can see we have very nice looking realistic hairs. And let me just also show you one thing. For this we have to decrease the size of we have to decrease the density first. Guys, here we have some option. You can see we have first option is by mask, the second one is by area, and the third one is embed. So the first slider is controls our hair to grow inside the mask, and it will also, this slider also controls the area of spawn outside from the masking. You will see what I mean. If I decrease it to 0, you will see these hairs also grown nearby the border, something like fall off or like gradient, or something like smooth mask that we can also do on our head. But I'm gonna increase this by mask slider to full, so because I want my hairs to grow inside the masked area, not outside. So this is why I make this slider to full, and this is by area. This slider also actually this slider also give us opportunity to control our hairs from the sides. Here you can see from the sides we have very few hairs, but as you can see on the top we have very dense hairs and long as well. So here you can see we have some dense hairs around top, but on the sides the density is not very much because of this by area slider. If I increase more, you can see the side hairs are way more smaller than the top. So this slider controls the density of the hairs from top and sides, something like this. So I'm gonna decrease it to 0. So here you can see we have very nice African black people Afro style hairs, and these hairs are very dense. Maybe 100 is okay, and it's the 100 is it's also very dense, but we are okay with it. And guys, this will work for animations as well, so don't worry about the density. I will show you, it will work fine in iClone and Character Creator. So the first this is the first type of our hair, so I'm gonna accept it and show you quickly. And the second part will be little denser, that little lighter than these hairs, so we can use lighter hair for games characters as well. So after generating these hairs, we also have to generate the UVs for our hairs. So for this we have to go to the UV map section, and under the UV map section we have a create projection section, and here we have a fiber UV button. Just hit the fiber UV button, it will create UVs for all of these fibers. And after that go to the adjust settings and flip V vertically. So just flip it vertically and send it to Character Creator by hitting this cozy button. We have to wait for a few seconds because our hairs are very much dense, and now our hairs are almost loaded. We have to define the what is this what type of these mesh we are importing. We are importing our hairs as a accessory. Guys, I have a problem. If I import any hairs or anything as a cloth, it won't work. Maybe it's a bug, and these two options works very well, create accessory or create prop. So I'm gonna just choose create accessory and update it, so our hairs will come as an accessory. Actually it's predefined as an accessory because we have choose the accessory. So guys, here you can see we have very much dense hair, and we still have very nice FPS and very smooth working model in our viewport. Here you can see. So but these hairs are looking very natural and realistic. These are very dense hairs. And guys, one more thing, if you want to decrease the thickness of these hairs, yes, we can do it. We can also go to the fiber mesh section, and we can decrease the coverage slider to 0.5 or 0.8, so our hairs will be more thinner than these hairs. So but these are also looking very well and looking very natural and realistic. So I'm gonna apply some texture on the hairs. We can leave it as it is, and we can change the color of our hairs from from this diffuse color, but we can also choose any texture for these hairs. So guys, here you can see these hairs are very realistic, and this looks very natural here. Guys, this is amazing, and this is workable in iClone and character creator. So guys, you may notice that we have a little lag issue after applying this texture. We have this issue because we also have opacity turned on, because this map is generated in Adobe After Effects. I applied some CC hair preset to grow the hairs, and I exported this texture map in PNG format with the alpha channel. So it when we apply this to our diffuse map, it automatically generates the opacity map. So this is why if we generate opacity, if we use opacity map for our hair, our viewport performance goes wrong and goes slow. So this is why we have to decrease it, and when we are done with the animation, and guys, here you can see our movement is now again very smooth. We can work very faster in the viewport. We can animate our character and we can do whatever we want, and when we are happy and when we are going to render our scene, just go to these hairs and move and increase the strength of the opacity. So our hair will become realistic and natural again, and we can get render output with these realistic hairs. We can also change the shader type to digital human hair shader, and we can also play with the shader settings. This is a blend strength, so I'm going to choose the brown hair color, and if we increase the strength, our hair will become in this color, our chosen color. So this is how we can create dense hair for animations and game engines as well, but these dense hair will not work in games. So we can create animations, but we cannot create games with these dense hairs. So let me just quickly show you one more thing. If we turn on this auxiliary light, we have more smoothness in the viewport, and we can work more faster. And if I apply any, let me just quickly attach these hairs to our character head, something like this. And now if we apply any animation to our character, our hair will move with our character, and it will also this will look also very smooth. Here you can see we have very dense hair. This is very dense mesh. Each strand or each hair comes with 8 segments, so you can imagine how dense is this, and we have no performance issue anymore in our viewport. We can animate our character very easily however we like. Here you can see if we do any posing or any animation to our character, we can do it very easily. So guys, this is the first type of our realistic hair. Now the second type of our hair will be little lighter than this one. Let me just save this hairstyle, and after that I will create same hairstyle but with low density. First we have to define what is this. This is actually this is a hair type, so we have to select our hair and convert it to hair. We can convert it to hairs, but I'm gonna choose the accessory, and now I'm gonna save this one as an element. And now our hairs are saved. So I'm gonna just delete this one, and now I'm gonna create another one. Let me just remove the animation. Now I'm gonna delete this one, and now we are going to create a lighter one. And one more thing, I noticed that the forehead is the forehead our character is very wide, and actually I want to grow my hairs little bit more, so I am painting on the area. Maybe we have to remove a little bit more, and now I'm gonna create a lighter hair. So guys, if I go to fiber mesh section and preview it, it comes with the same density and same settings that we have done previous hairs, but this time we need little lighter hair, and we are going to create lighter hair. So let me just decrease the fibers, and let me just increase the coverage slider to make our hairs thicker. Maybe this thickness is okay, and maybe we can increase more fibers. Maybe we can decrease the coverage, and we can also increase it to 3. Okay, I'm happy with the results, so I'm gonna just accept it. And now again we have to apply UVs for these fibers. So go to the UV map section, create projection, fiber UVs, and in the adjust section we have to flip it vertically. And now I'm gonna send it to character creator again. I'm gonna choose the accessory template, and now I'm gonna just add a texture to these hairs. Here guys, you can see the performance of the viewport is very fast, but when we apply any alpha map to our channel, our viewport performance will be decreased. So you will see what I mean. Here I have loaded again a same texture with the opacity, and if I move here, you guys, you can notice we have a little bit performance issue in our viewport because we have opacity enabled. If we decrease it and we move anywhere, we don't have any lag issue. So I'm applying so I'm gonna apply some different textures and see how it looks. I have to increase the strength of this opacity map. So guys, you can see we have very nice hairs, but the problem is we can see through our character head. So we can solve this issue very easily. We can apply base hair map. so we can cover our hair. I already have made this. If you have not seen my tutorial creating base hair, so I highly recommend you to please watch the hair and understand how we have to create this base layer, because we have to cover our character head. So this is why I created this base layer with some hair textures, and it's looking very realistic and natural, and we can hide our hair as well. We can also try different texture maps to our hair. We can also flip the textures, and we can get different results. Here you can see. We also have some kink hairs. Let me just again flip it vertically and see how it looks. So guys, see, these hairs are looking very natural and realistic, and these are not too dense, and we can create this type of hairs for game engines, and our character will look more cool and realistic with these realistic hairs. So guys, this is the tutorial that I wish to show you, that how you can create different type of hairs. Please remember that whenever we use dense hairs for our character, we can only animate it in iClone and Character Creator 3, but we cannot simulate these hairs because these are way too dense, and simulation will not work for these hairs. But we can simulate this type of hairs. Maybe we can try. So again, let me just quickly define these hairs as hair type or accessory, or maybe I'm gonna choose base all. And first we have to enable the physics and collision for our actor. Here we can add any weight map, but first we have to go there, and actually we have to apply the collision shapes, and we have to activate it. And you can see we have collision shape already enabled, and now we have to select our hair. We have to activate the physics. We also have to activate these physics option, and we have to define what is this type. This is hair type, so we are going to choose hair. These are not long hairs, so we can use maybe this type of hairs, or maybe this one. We can try different presets as well. And if we animate it, let me just animate it again. Here you can see all hairs fell off because we have to apply the weight map for our hairs. So if we double click on this weight map area, just double click on it, and now we have so many different options. We can choose any of them. Let's see which works best with our hairs. And if I again start it, okay, this is actually this is a correct type. Let me just again watch it carefully. Maybe we can try this one. this is the actual type. So guys, you can see our hairs are now simulating, and we can use these hairs for animation. And if I turn off the auxiliary light, we can see these hairs are very realistic and natural, and the performance of the simulation is very well. So as I know and as I understand, we can increase the density of the hairs way too much, and animation and simulation will work very well. But I am also okay with these hairs as well. So guys, I hope you like the tutorial, and if you like it, please hit the like button to the under the video, and please stay tuned with my channel, because I bring more free contents for you guys. I also bring free 3D models for you guys, so you can also get benefit from it. I also bring some tips and tricks. I also bring some problem solving solutions. So please stay tuned with my channel and get benefit from it, and also get benefit from free models. So guys, I will see you in the new tutorial with some new art, with some new tips and tricks. Until that, have a good journey.